Hello, it's Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts. How are you? I hope you're doing well. It is Wednesday, halfway through the week, happy hump day, and I am here with not a new collab, but I'm new to joining in with it. So this is the Wednesday Embellies hashtag, and it's an open collab, and it's hosted by Lene, who is, what is her channel? Fashionably 50 something and beyond, is that right? Yes. And the idea is just to share handmade embellishments that you've been making. So I used to join in quite regularly with the Embellish With Us Wednesday hashtag, and I don't think that's going anymore, but this is kind of taking its place. So I would like to share with you the embellishments that I've been making, because I've not made any for ages and ages, and to be fair, at this point they're not finished. I think I probably need to pop them on something to kind of finish them off. So keep watching, because at the end, if I've done that, I'll pop some photos up and you can see what you think. So the theme I've gone with is baking. I was kind of thinking about Valentine's, so they're sort of Valentine's-ish baking. Not that that is a thing I think I've ever done in my life, baked for Valentine's Day, but you know, I'm sure somebody somewhere does. So this little baking tray with the little sort of biscuits on it is, these dies all came from a set I bought just recently from KS Craft, and it was part of a gingerbread, like a gingerbread album. So there's a big gingerbread man or woman, and you can make it into like a little recipe book. It's very cute. So, but that's more festive, and I wanted to go more Valentine's-y. So I think these are meant to be like Christmas kind of pepperminty cookies, but in my mind they are little Valentine's ones. So I've gone for like pink Centura pearl and red, and the backing is a white glitter card, and then I've just popped them on the cookie baking tray, and I've added the little rolling pin, which is sort of stitched the die. I haven't done any stitching. And I've just popped that up and glued them on. So that is the first one, which is kind of finished. Then also in that die set, there came with the cutest chef's hat, and it's got the top bit as a separate, and I've just stuck that on, popped up on some little foam pads to give it a bit of dimension. And then the little whisk, which I have done some paper piecing, so I've given it a pink handle to match in with the theme. Maybe I should have done pink chef's hats. Oh, I'll have to do that now. That's coming. And the rest of it is made up of a couple of layers of the sort of silvery Centura pearl. So, and then the last thing that I've made, which I haven't stuck on anything yet because they're still drying, but I thought, oh, I could make this video before I go and get my lunch. Some veggie pakora, in case you're interested. Bought a big tub of them in Costco at the weekend, and they are delicious. So yeah, I've made some little, these are my interpretation of a jammy dodger. I think a jammy dodger really has a smiley face on it. But if you don't know what a jammy dodger is, it might be a British thing. They're biscuits. They're like a double layer, and they've got jam in the middle. And I swear I've seen some heart ones, but maybe that's just my imagination. Anyway, I did a couple of layers of the cream cardstock and did a little bit of inking around the outside. And then behind that I've put a circle. So one's got red. I've got some red ones and some pink ones. And then to make it look a bit more jammy, I've used some Nouveau glitter drops. So I think the red one is something like Ruby Slippers, and the pinky is, it's enchanting pink. So they are drying over here because these fingers are like magnets for Nouveau drops, or any sort of stickles or anything. The minute I've done it, I'm wanting to stick my big fat fingers in it and smudge it. So yeah, so hopefully you'll see some photos in a couple of minutes that will share how they look finished off. And maybe a little pink chef's hat or some pink detail. I think a pink chef's hat. So yes, so that is it really. I feel I'm looking a bit tired. I have put makeup on and I still look a bit tired, and that is because I am tired. We've had our second storm in a week that seems to have caused a bit of mayhem around the area. The first night was storm, I don't know how you say it, is it Isha or Aisha? And it was, that is the worst weather I can remember experiencing. Where we live is quite a windy anyway. If there's wind, we will feel it because we're kind of up on a hill, and then it kind of goes down, and then the next thing is the Pentlands, which are quite far away. So we tend to experience any wind there is. But yeah, it was wild. We were out and about in the afternoon. We went for a lovely afternoon tea, which was very nice, and we got the train back. And after we got home, I noticed that all the trains were cancelled from 7 o'clock, and I thought, oh, they did keep hearing this storm was coming, and I just was a wee bit blasé about it. So anyway, it did come, and we were sitting watching telly, and it was really loud outside. So by the time we went up to bed, it was, I don't know, 10:30 or something. It was absolutely wild outside. Our bed is kind of up against the exterior wall, and when I was in the ensuite getting ready for bed, I felt like the house was moving, and it was just so loud. And then there was the sound of something like scraping out the front, and I'm sticking my head not actually out the window because I didn't want to open the window in case it blew. So I think what that was, I saw it on Facebook in the morning. Somebody a few doors up they no longer have it. They had a kind of metal shed, which I think was next to the fence, like inside their garden, but inside their fence. Anyway, that had apparently fallen apart, been blown apart, and all the stuff was flying everywhere. So there is still like car tracks of white paint, bless them, up the street. So, however, we've got a tile missing on the roof. And the roof man came yesterday, and he's going to, well, he said they are very busy, but he doesn't think there's any risk of water getting in, so hopefully he says he'll come back in a week and get that fixed for us. It's like the end bit of the sort of pointy bit of the roof, the end bit came off on one of the tiles. So I think there's quite a lot of people have got that sort of damage. And one of the panels on my greenhouse roof is gone. I don't know where it blew to. I was looking out the back in the dark, and the wind and the rain on Sunday night, and I could see it was gone, and I thought, oh, if one of them's gone, then the wind gets in, the whole thing will be gone. However, it seems to have survived so far. Because last night, we had another storm, so I didn't get good sleep Sunday night. Then Storm Jocelyn was coming, and I looked on the weather, and it looked like it was going to be worse up the west coast of Scotland and the north coast of Scotland. We are on the east. However, at about 3:45 in the morning, there was a very loud thumping that woke me up. So the gate on the side of the house, the side that our bedroom's on, was blowing open, and it kept hitting the house and hitting the wall. So my husband, bless him, was sound asleep. The cats were freaking because of the sound. I think they thought somebody was trying to break in. So I went out in my jammies and my waterproof, and of course I didn't have a torch with me. and I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see what I was doing to get the latch pulled in. So I just ended up going back round into the house again, out the front door, and wedging. I've got a couple of quite big plant pots at the front, so I pulled that across to wedge it shut. And then, of course, I came in and couldn't get back to sleep for a while. I did, because the alarm woke me at 7. So I must have fallen asleep eventually, but I am considering a nap this afternoon, as long as the roofer man doesn't come back. We also had to have the plumber in yesterday because there's something leaking in the bathroom. There's a little, it's very small, but a little damp patch formed in the kitchen roof, which isn't a huge disaster because the kitchen is the only room that we've not done any decorating. It is in the plan. We don't have it booked in, but maybe this year. Probably this year now. We've got a spot on the roof. So we've got like house cover, this kind of boiler house repair thing. So they came out yesterday, and we've got like obviously there's a bath panel. I think it's the bath. I think maybe there's a wee pipe under the bath that's got a little bit of a leak. Because it's not a big leak down the stairs. It's not, and it looks to me like it's in line with the bath, but the toilet and the sink are part of like a unit. And anyway, the guy said, he says, I can't take anything off to check out and see where the leak is. We'll need to come back. We'll need to go and get permission to do that and then come back another day. So thankfully we'll have a shower and another toilet in the house, so we can just leave it and not use it. But I did think, wherever you go, you have to take something off to see. I suppose if it was just a freestanding toilet, a freestanding sink, maybe you wouldn't need to, but yeah, I don't know. Every bath panel would need to be taken off. He said, if I break something, then are you going to break? Anyway, so it's been a week. It has been a week. So yeah, I hope that you're all safe and sound if your area was affected by the storms. That you've not had any damage. And if you have, that it's easy fixed. But yeah, that's what's been going on. So I'm going to have my lunch and finish off these bits, and perhaps I've got another video I want to film, and I perhaps might have a little nap, because yeah, I'm not very good with disturbed sleep. So anyway, I'm going to stop blathering because I think I've just been blathering on for ages now. And I will see you again very soon. So take care, everybody. Keep cosy. Keep out of the storms. I think that's us. I think it's past now. It looks calm out there. Fingers crossed there's not another one swinging by. Another one beginning with, it'll be K this time, won't it? But yeah, take care, everybody. See you soon.